Guys, welcome back to another What If. What if Deku was Black Panther? Part 1. Before we start this What If, I just want to say R.I.P to Chadwick Boseman. He was fighting for colon cancer, and sadly, he lost. But in my eyes, he didn't lose. He just became stronger and stronger. And we will see him one day when we all come to heaven. And he will be happy, and he'll be basically a king for doing this whole battle for 4 years. 4 years. 4 years, man. Keeping it a secret, doing all these stunts. This dude is a total legend. Totally a legend. I give him my honor. I will kneel and bow to him, man, for what he did. Like, as a black kid, I got inspired by this dude. I read the comics about Black Panther, and I always wondered, when would I see a black character like me, seeing the big screen and be proud of my own color, than see some other dude with a different skin color every time doing heroic stuff, whilst the black dude's probably always the villain. And then this guy came, and he changed my whole I forgot how to say that word. He changed the whole thing of superhero genres. He just made more of a variety of black heroes to come out from the dust and be stronger and inspire us that we can be heroes. And I just want to say thank you to Chadwick Boseman for his performance as Black Panther. Very inspirational, very touching of his character and how way he acts of the character. And he even made me cry so many times when I watched Black Panther on repeat. So many times because of the emotion and the depth he put into the character, man. Totally a legend. So, as I've said that, let's begin the What If. So, yeah. So we start off right from the back with Izuku Midoriya, the Prince of Wakanda in Africa. Deku needs chilling. Yes, Deku is going to be back. And, yeah. Deku, he's just chilling, just playing with these vibranium toys that his sister made for her science project at school. And Inko, she's just talking with her friends until she gets basically a hologram call from one of the soldiers, and he says that some mysterious man wearing a face mask killed her husband, the king of Wakanda, Hasashi, Black Panther. And she drops to the ground, collapsing, sweating. She's like, no, my husband, he's dead. Deku hears this and he's like, huh? Dad? Dad's dead? And he starts crying. He tells Shuri, and Shuri starts crying too. Then we skip 2 weeks later. We're at the funeral. And we see the body of Hasashi. His whole body is burnt up. Scarred. It's got holes of blood. Infectious. They had to stay back from his own body because they couldn't even find a cure, even if they had the most powerful material in the whole universe. And Deku is like, does this mean I'm gonna be the king of Wakanda? Black Panther? And Inko says, yes, you're going to be. And you are going to kill the man who killed your father, okay? Deku's like, yes, I will kill him. I'll kill the people he works with. I'll kill everybody who is a villain. Deku stands up in the whole ceremony of the whole funeral, and he says, every tribe, every warrior, every army who's part of Wakanda, are you going to stand with me? And are we going to kill the person who killed our king? And all of them have said, yes, we are. We're going to kill him. And Deku says, then stand by me as your new king. King Midoriya. Then we start where Deku is now 15. It's been 5 years since that speech. Deku is now the new Black Panther. And he's searching around the whole world. Who killed his father? And also, he beats up thugs and all that who want to steal their vibranium. And, yeah. During this, in Japan, we follow from Principal Aizawa, just walking around UA, and he's on this touchpad, and he's like, who is this person that people are saying who dresses in black? They call him Black Panther. He saved over 5 million people in overnight. In the shadows, we need him on the force. As All Might is weak at night. Only got 3 hours a day. We need him, but he's also a vigilante. Then, I'm sorry. We have to kill him. Or take him into prisoner, or take him into the raft. And Deku, he's thinking, should I expose Wakanda to the open world? Because Deku's been hearing that the open world is dying, basically. Dying off pollution, dying off multiple stuff, dying off electricity and all that. The rich are turning into poor, the poor are turning into more poor. Deku wants to give all his money away to help all the other people, even though he's got infinite amount of money. Deku says, just being Black Panther is not a lot. I need to be a king, the king of the world. Even though that may sound a cocky thing, I have to, in order to protect everybody. I need to show my face to the world. Shuri stops him. And Shuri's like, no, you can't do this. Father wouldn't want this. Deku says, Father, I don't care anymore. We still haven't found the man who killed him. Plus, it needs to happen. Shuri, people are dying. Shuri's like, I know, brother, but it's all a part of God's plan. And Deku's like, don't use God's name in vain. He would want me to do this, to help the rich and help the poor, to become better people. My first place is need to go to Japan, to be a hero. I've heard there's people like All Might, that Father used to tell us stories about him. Because once they used to work together, a couple years ago. But until he died, yeah, we haven't heard about All Might ever since. But still, he can still fit us in. All Might's basically like an uncle to us. You remember all the stories he used to tell us? Maybe he's connected to the person who killed our father. Shuri, I have to go. I'm still going to be king, but you're mostly going to be the ruler, as I'm mostly going to be in Japan, trying to find where's our father, as I've been doing to America, England, Africa, and most of every place. But I haven't settled down in Japan yet, and maybe I could get some answers. Isn't that a great plan? Shrew says, yes, brother, it would be a great plan. Then I'm with you. I'll create some of your tech, and you could patrol with it and fight some crime. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. We follow from 6 months later. Deku goes on this space jet, something futuristic basically, and he lands at Japan. And he's built basically these Wakandan embassies, basically place that hides in every single country in the world that he can basically stay, but is invisible to the human eye. So that's from the Wakandan eye. Because in Wakanda, they replace your normal eyes with futuristic eyes that make you see things and make you basically superhuman. And yeah. So we follow from Deku just, staying there. And he's been staying there for a couple of weeks, getting used to the area. And yeah. Then until Deku sees this kind of drug deal with this guy with blue hair. And just a guy with this kind of a bird mask, something like that. And Deku goes closer and he puts an earpiece in his ear to listen up closely, and they're talking about these bullets. Deku's like, bullets? What are these bullets for? Are these the things that can take people's quirks? I've heard of them for my father. I think he used to know about Overall, and he was about to do a mission right after he was about to defeat somebody else. Until the guy killed him. But still, I need to know, what is the bullets for? Are they trying to take somebody's quirk? Like All Might? But he's the most protective person of Japan. I can't allow my secret, or probably the police will get me, and I'll get in big, serious trouble, even though I'm basically the most unstoppable guy in the whole universe. So, then Overall, he went in this car with these red suitcase thing. Inside, there are red bullets. He drives away with his henchmen. Deku from nowhere goes into an alleyway, turns into Black Panther, and he turns into this suit. Deku, he basically starts crawling on the walls with his claws, and he starts running on the building, on top of the building. Deku does a backflip, and he basically locks on the car. And he crawls like a basically cat on top of the whole car. And then he just secretly staying there for like 2-hour drive. And they arrive at the docks. And Deku, he's like, where are they going to give this to? Then Oliver comes out of the car with his henchmen until the henchman spots Black Panther from nowhere. Deku does a side flip, kicks the guy into the front part of the car. Deku basically grabs Overall arm, smashes Overall's face into a wind screen of the car, then kicks Overall into balls, then punches him into the face, repeatedly. And Deku's like, did you kill my father? And Overall's like, I don't know who's your father. And then Deku releases his claws and he starts scraping Overall's face. And before that, let me check on Google if Black Panther actually kills, because I wouldn't mind him killing somebody. So guys, I just checked. Yes, he does kill. So he basically just puts all the force of his claws, puts it in Overhaul's head, and he starts squeezing all the blood, and he says, "Tell me, who killed my father? Or did you?" And Overhaul's like, "Please, it's hurting everywhere, please." Then Deku basically he uses this nanotech slash vibranium, stabs it into Overall's stomach. Overall screaming like agony. Please, I didn't do anything. And then Black Panther starts squeezing. And during this, the henchmen are trying to punch Black Panther, but the vibranium is keep making this shield, just stopping all the punches. And it will only last for the next 2 hours. And Deku's like, "You're dying. You like the fear of dying? Now tell me, who killed him?" And he's twisting the stool just slowly through him. And everyone's like, okay. And then Black Panther rips the whole sword out of thing's stomach. And everyone's just screaming, "Ah!" And he's like, "It's all for..." He dies. Deku's like, "Somebody called over who won. He's gonna pay. He's gonna pay." Deku releases all his claws, does a freaking backflip, kicks another henchman, elbows a henchman into the nose, bleeding. The henchman grabs the henchman's face, smashes the henchman into the window repeatedly, and then the window screen, then the window holder. He rips it off from the old car, shoves it into the guy's mouth, then starts hitting the guy's head into the car rim. The guy's bleeding. Deku from nowhere slide tackles the other henchman, grabs his shirt, hooks it onto basically a pole, yanks it down, ripping the whole shirt, and the guy was in the air. The guy collapses, breaking a couple of his ribs. Deku is about to kill him until we see this kid just recording. He's like, "What the?" Deku from nowhere starts running like a proper Black Panther, and he starts crawling, just chasing the kid. And he jumps, he grabs the phone, smashes it, and then runs away. Deku finding what he wanted. Then Deku realized, wait, wasn't they talking about a red suitcase? I need to go back. Deku tries to go back, but he sees that the suitcase is already gone. Somebody has already taken it. And Deku's probably like, damn it. Now a group of other people are gonna lose their quirk. Then Deku goes back home in his secret apartment, in his secret mansion. And he sits down and he's like, no, house, so close. For me, I didn't use my anger too much. He could have said the coordinates to the guy's glare. Or maybe I take the guy's DNA from my claws. Well, did I not use the claws on some other guy? Could show another DNA. But, okay. I need to find a thumb, a fingerprint on the guy. Oh yeah, he did touch a bit of my suit. Let me rip part of my suit. Deku rips a part of his suit, takes a fingerprint off from overall, and he presses it on this basically futuristic vibranium tracker. And he put the last thing he actually touched was an office where a bar is, and he sends a coordinates to them, and Deku's like, bingo. Huh. A few weeks in Japan, and I'm already going to find the guy who killed my father. Then we follow from Bakugo, and yes, Bakugo is going to be black. Bakugo, he is going to be Killmonger. And yeah, Bakugo, he's just, chilling, just doing what? Damn, somebody's just doing the race outside. By the way, Bakugo, he's just chilling in his house. And then, let me say that he's basically 5 minutes behind. And he sees the whole fight of Black Panther killing bad guys. And he's like, whoa, is that a villain killing heroes? Then he calls the police. And he sees the police take the bodies. And he's like, that guy's a villain. He's super bad. I need to stop him. And where did he get that suit? He had some shield. Looked like he was quirkless. What kind of quirkless loser is that? Deku and Bakugo was like, one day, when I'm a hero, I'm gonna beat that guy's ass multiple times. And Bakugo is suspecting his dad to come. And Bakugo is realizing, hey, maybe Dad's not gonna come today. Then he hears a knock on the door, and it's his mom, and she came after a night shift, and she comes out crying, saying that his father got killed by a dude dressed in black and purple. Bakugo is shocked, and he's like, wait, no, it's that guy. No, my father can't be a thug. Either way, you're not a man to kill. Wait a minute. Was that guy in black doing something good? My dad was a thug? But he killed him? Oh, I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm gonna blow his head off. I'm gonna blow all his limbs off. Then we follow from Deku. Just running over buildings and other buildings, skyscrapers, all that, until he sees Aizawa from nowhere, and he's on top of Tokyo Tower, and it's nighttime. The whole thing was nighttime. Yeah, the whole thing was nighttime. And Aizawa says, hey, never heard of you. Who are you? And Deku looks at him, he says, I'm Black Panther. And Aizawa's like, okay. He looks around, and he's like, wait a minute, I've never heard of a hero called Black Panther. No, he has to be a villain. And yes, guys, we're going to stop it right there. See you guys in part 2. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.